vendetta. For complacency, gotta do better. And I spray like I got a Beretta. And the bullets inside of my head, they go. I use my tongue as a weapon. I use my lung and my breath is pushing out the effort. I'm best when I'm desperate and hungry and left to bogart you like Humphrey. Don't care if you love me. I'm doing something bigger than my situation. It's a journey, not a destination. Life is bigger than the issue making. It's still early, I ain't in the day yet. Take the systems and we gon' break them. Redefine all the rules they gave us. We gon' climb out from under basements to the roof. We gon' take our places. Cause I'm making the call. I ain't breaking the law. Get the people involved. And the city is ours. Yeah, we started a ruckus. Yeah, we started a ruckus. Ain't nobody can stop us. Yeah, we started a ruckus. And the city is ours. We started a ruckus. Yeah, we started a ruckus. Ain't nobody can stop us. Yeah, we started a ruckus. Yeah, we started a ruckus.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your international champion, Cory Cory, as you could see, just put his hand on the ladder that he climbed to retain the championship at Revolve. Welcome back to WFA Live. And Cory Samuels is coming out here. I'm pretty sure he's going to talk because Cory Samuels is already probably beat up. You know, he was not that too long ago that he beat Drew McIntyre in a gruesome ladder match, the first ever ladder match, I may say. And Cory Samuels beat Drew McIntyre in a fashion that we have never seen here before in WFA. Splashed him on a ladder, powerbombed him off of a ladder onto the tabletop. So many crazy things that we saw here from Cory Samuels, and I'm pretty sure that Drew McIntyre is out indefinitely for a little bit of time, and that's how much Cory Samuels beat and bruised Drew McIntyre.
Thank you. Now, I don't know if anybody saw what happened at Revolve, but everybody knows what happened. Everybody knows that I honestly beat Drew McIntyre by the championship on my shoulder. But there's one thing we need to talk about. Not only did I win, but I wasn't super glad about what happened after the match. See, Drew McIntyre didn't shake my hand, so I gave him what he deserved. And then there's somebody that comes out, the crowd goes wild, and guess who it is? Kenny Omega. Has absolutely no business coming out and interrupting my celebration, being the WFA International Champion. He comes out, he goes like this, for whatever reason that means, puts his hand out and attacks me? WFA Universe, I don't know if you know this, but it seems like an ongoing chain reaction. Adam Page attacked me after I beat him. Drew McIntyre attacked me. He attacked me again and again and again. Now it's Kenny Omega. I can't get a break. When everybody in this company could be going after the multi-universal champion. They're going after me. This championship is not WFA. You know who is WFA? It's not Bryce Spencer. It's Bron Breakker. But instead, they're going after me, who's not even the greatest in the company, it seems like. I'm so sick and tired of being called Bryson's shadow. There's no reason for that, and I can't stand it. And obviously I proved that nobody can beat me. And obviously I proved that I'm not Bryson's shadow. And obviously he proved that he can't go against a top competitor because he lost against Bron Breakker. But that's besides the point. Because at least he's better than someone who can't even get their company straight. Kenny, if you want your match, you could have just said that. But now, we have to go through this ongoing cycle that me and Drew had to go through. And now, I don't really like it. So, if you come out daily, weekly, or even monthly, just know that you will not walk out of this arena on all 10 toes. Oh. So I say your name one time, and you come out? All right. I guess you want to be dropped, but let's see what you have to say.
At Los Angeles, it wasn't Cory Samuels' moment. It was Kenny Omega's moment. You see, you have the whole crowd. They're all cheering for you. They're all happy for you. You know, I don't blame them. You pulverized You destroyed Drew McIntyre. But frankly, Drew McIntyre is not on my level. You see, just as much as you struggled to fight him, just as much as you had to use all of your collective wrestling ability to defeat him, that's because you're on this level, while I am on this level. This is like an elevator. This is like a building. This isn't about how many times you can super kick him, how many times you can hit him with that rolling wheelbarrow bulldog. It doesn't matter how many times you do that. Because at the end of the day, Cory Samuels, you say you're not the shadow of Bryce Spencer. Cory Samuels, you're not the shadow of Bryce. You're the shadow of what you wish you could be. And what you wish you could be is like me.
Yeah. Maybe I did use all my power. But at least I'm being honest and not saying I used a fraction of my power. Maybe it was tough for me to beat Drew McIntyre. But a win is a win. Like I said, there's an ongoing chain of people attacking me after my matches, and you're one of them. Meaning, you can't come out while I'm ready to beat me. So, like I said, like 5 minutes ago, you wouldn't be standing on those 10 toes. So, if you want to walk on both of those feet, I suggest you get out there, go home, have a nice meal, go to bed. But otherwise, you're going to get dropped.
Cory, I like the enthusiasm. I like how you get ready. But before you try, I just want to say to everybody here, everybody watching at home, and to Cory Samuels, goodbye and good night. Bang!
Oh my goodness, and it looks like Kenny Omega is going to beat Cory Samuels to the punch using that microphone on the back of the head. And here comes Cory Samuels throwing his own punches. Is not going to take this type of disrespect by Kenny. And I'm sure he's already mad that Kenny interrupted his celebration. Now Kenny getting back onto the offensive here with these kicks now. Cory Samuels trying his best to just get as many hits as he can. And now Kenny Omega going for that snapmare right onto the back with that big kick. Kenny Omega and Cory Samuels just showing us what could happen if these two were to share a ring together, were to go against each other in a ring together. Oh, and here comes Cory Samuels. And now throwing another punch here. Putting Kenny Omega, setting him up where he needs to be. Here comes Cory Samuels with a spear. Cory Samuels sending down Kenny Omega. And one more time with one more move. No, there goes the last move. Kansas City special.
like I said, you're not on any of your 10 toes.
Wait for the
I mean, he's not wrong. Cory Samuels just did what he said he was going to do, and he was going to leave Kenny Omega off of those 10 toes. And now let's see what we can hear from Bron Breakker. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your new WFA Multi-Universal Champion, Bron Breakker! Honestly, it looks a little bit weird to not see Bryce Spencer coming out here with the championship over his shoulder, but I have to say, Bron Breakker does look pretty good with the gold. And you know, Bron Breakker has just beaten, not too long ago, the past Saturday, a person who has not been beaten for 500 days, and that's a huge accolade to have, especially coming here to WFA, going to your first title match and getting the gold.
Los Angeles. What happened there? I beat the crap out of Bryce Spencer. That's what I did. And I know. Bron Breakker, we're not surprised. I know you're not surprised. Because I did exactly what I said I would do. Spear, 1, 2, 3. Now I'll admit, it wasn't one spear, wasn't 2 spears, it was around 3 spears. But at the end of the day, Bryce Spencer, I still beat you. I still wrecked you, and I put you through this turnbuckle, and I split you in half. You see, I stepped into this ring, and I knew what my legacy was. I knew what I was supposed to do. What I was supposed to do is I was to obtain this championship right here. And that's why I didn't waste any time. That's why I put myself in the front of the line. And that's why I went to Revolve and I kicked your butt. You see, I even have my own CM Punk t-shirt on right now, yeah? That's right, I got my own CM Punk t-shirt on. So you know what? Bryce Spencer. Since I have your favorite wrestler's t-shirt on, and since I have your favorite title, that must make me your favorite person, right? I have your championship, I have the merchandise, I got everything that Bryce Spencer wished that he had. But you know what? He doesn't have any of them. He doesn't have anything at this point. He's down in the slums. He's probably crying to his little girlfriend, Roxanne Perez. And guess what? Guess what? He doesn't even have a girlfriend, Roxanne Perez. That's what he just likes to think because he's a loser. Because he's a weirdo. He's a knockoff that tries to make other people seem like knockoffs. I don't know how that works. Babe Bryce Spencer, while you're clutching your pillow at night, maybe wishing that you could get the fraction of love that I get from my girl, maybe you can go ahead and start figuring out your life, because at this point I run WFA. There is no Bryce Spencer's WFA. There is no more I am WFA, because I am WFA. And sadly, that's the truth, because anybody who ever step up to me, I will do exactly what I did to you. So let Revolve be a little warning, be a little preview to anybody who will ever think that they have a chance against Bron Breakker, because it'll always be spear 1, 2.
I'm on gas, no brakes with. Y'all know what I mean?
Oh my goodness! It's Jacob Fatu! We have not seen this man ever since he lost his title at, I'm pretty sure, Night of the Titans, and the person who beat him was Cypher. Oh my goodness, he's here, and he's going after Bron Breakker.
It is undeniable that Jacob Fatu is one of the most feared wrestlers out of any company. Whether it's WFA, WWE, or anywhere, Jacob Fatu, wherever he goes, people are scared.
Bron Breakker, I'll let you know before anybody else that if you think you're the only man who will come out here to put himself in that #1 contendership, you got me all the way messed up. You see that championship around your waist, over your shoulder, it's something that I never had in my career. I never had a world championship. I never had a run that people could remember. In fact, when I came here to WFA, I was the All-American champion for a while. You know what? I ran this whole place whenever I was the All-American champion. I ran WFA. Man, I ran it so well, there ain't nobody could have beaten me except for a cash-in. And that's why Jacob Fatu is the greatest Samoan of all time. And I don't need the last name to prove it. I don't need the family tree to prove it. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to me and you're gonna know that I am on gas, no price with it. Let me stop you right there. In fact, I don't want to hear how much gas you have. I don't want to hear about how there's no stopping it. I don't care, okay? Look, I'm your champion. I won it against a person who wasn't beaten since 2024. At this point, I already am the best multi-universal champion that this company had. And so, Jacob, that's cute and all how you want to come out here, you want to yell at me, you want to, say how you have your 9 kids, you want to feed them all and get them all good education. Oh, that's sweet, okay? That's cool. But you know what? This company is about having 20 kids, and it's not about having 5 baby mamas. This company is about one thing and one thing only, and that is how much power and how much destruction you have. And frankly, the fact that you don't have a championship and you have the All-American Championship for a couple months? Jacob, this title isn't going anywhere. This title is staying on my shoulder, around my waist, in my hands, because this championship, it's something that not only you couldn't have, it's something a lot of people back there couldn't have. It's a lot of people have gone for this championship. People from other companies have come for this championship. And guess what? WFA came out on top. But you know what? The person that beat that other person ain't the champion no more. The person holding this championship is somebody that if you don't back up, I will break you in half. Really, man. The reason why you have that championship and the reason why you are where you is right now is because we ain't come from the same place. You came from a loving, helpful, and just great family altogether, man. I was in a family that was everywhere. My family was a mess. My family ain't cared about me at one point. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, ain't none of them care about me. And so you know what? I took what I needed to take. I took what I needed because I knew what I had. I took my power and I took my gas with no brakes and I put them where they needed. And you want to know what they needed? They didn't need nobody but themselves and the little family tree. And so you know what, Bron Breakker, you can go ahead. You can spear me through that. You can spear me through that. You can spear me anywhere you want to spear me, but guess what? I ain't going nowhere. I ain't stopping, because I ain't got no brakes. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing to lose, and guess what? I got everything to gain. So you know what? I'm going to leave you all with this. I might have a ton of kids. I might have people at home that I got to feed. But you know what? I am all gas, no brakes with it. You know what I mean?
Bron Breakker getting a little bit personal there, but it looked like, Jacob Fatu kept his cool about it. He didn't attack Bron Breakker like, honestly, I thought he would. But you know what? I'm sure that's just a plan for Jacob Fatu, and I'm sure he has a plan for Bron Breakker.
Yeah, I've been better. Yeah, for complacency, gotta do better. And I spray like I got a Beretta. And the bullets inside of my head, they go. I use my tongue as a weapon. I use my lung and my breath is pushing out.